We're going to get a delay. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Monangai. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run here with Monangai. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To the air, Williams. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Running is Monangai. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
They'll run Monangai. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. On the ground, it's Monangai. And he'll keep it moving down the 15-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, is it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got him on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Johnson will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. There he goes, right side. He's on his way. And all the way home for the Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 79 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And this one's incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
Hey, Sean, let's go!
Here's Nix. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
By T.J. Edwards. A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Nashad Wright. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, That may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
28 yards. That's a first down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First and goal, Chicago.
Throwing is Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2.
Williams going to throw for it. Now he'll tuck this and run. But he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Motion.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Away. Oh, hold on a sec. Hey.
Throwing Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Nix to the air. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
To the right, yep.
Now it's Nix. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Oh, my son. Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
They're going. It's Nix. They'll get that complete to Franklin.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw, here's Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Dominique Robinson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Oh, my son. Ready.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he is going to have the Broncos first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Almost set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Almost set. Away. Go. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They'll swing this out to Harvey.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's a game of 3. And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from home? And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to try and run here. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this one too low.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Middle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Hey, kill.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets it down to the 32. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Once again, it's Swift. And there for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They work now on 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, Dunze wide open. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrate it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Operating from the gun, Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Hey, motion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A quick hitter complete. It's Franklin. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now a 2nd and 2.
I'm up. Oh, I said.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.